Hi, everybody. So, I am going to do just a journey here with my higher self. I don't have a clue what the message is going to be about. I haven't picked out a topic or anything. I just thought on this Monday I would relax and just share a channeled message for humanity, and we'll just kind of see what comes, okay? So, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to get connected and we'll see what my higher self has to say. So, right now, I'm just sort of relaxing in my spiritual atmosphere. I feel like my energy balance is becoming aligned. I feel like I am going beyond myself. There's an opened pathway. It's a little jarring because it's so peaceful right now. It's like overwhelmingly peaceful. It sort of hits you like you step into the sauna after being outside and it's like, whoa, it's hot in here. It feels really peaceful. It's really inviting. There's a pathway that's opening up. It's full of light. I mean, the whole space is just filling up with light. It's a yellowish colored light. It's not white light. It's kind of a yellowish color. It doesn't feel dirty. It feels really bright and clean. Really spring and summery kind of feel. More like spring or fresh newness. Summer kind of feels a little too hot. This feels inviting. It feels comfortable. Wow, I'm standing at a gateway to a brighter reality. And at this gateway, I notice I have a lot of baggage. And this baggage, there's some special things inside of here. It's sort of like you show up at the airport, you're going to travel a long ways to visit family in another country. And the spirit realm and your higher self, your heart, is telling you, you can't take anything with you. You have to leave it all behind. And you're saying, well, I need clothes. I need, my belongings. And they say, no, you don't need any of those belongings. There's a long pause here as we explore what baggage is all about. Emotional baggage, thought-based baggage, memories that are heavy and weighing us down, choices that have got us like a hamster in a wheel or like a broken record and nothing ever changes. Because in order to manifest change, we have to change ourselves. So you actually have to change the record. You can't keep listening to the same song expecting things to become different. You have to take the record off the player and then let's listen to a new song. They're talking about frequencies. Let's sing a new tune. Instead of the sorrow symphony of sadness, why not flip on, some type of happy celebration music and start skipping, start singing, start whistling, start feeling more positive, start making positive, heartfelt changes in our lives. Is it hard to let go? This is my spirit guides and higher self are all sort of speaking as one voice, and they're saying, is it hard to let go? Is it hard to let go of a routine that you've been building on your whole life or on over the last 10 years or 15 years, 20 years? Is it hard to let go of what you've always ever known? Is it hard to be yourself in a way that you have not felt it was safe to truly be you? Is it hard to let go? These belongings are your identity, but in order to cross over into this world of bliss, to cross through this gateway, you have to change your identity. You can't expect abundance or high frequencies of love to enter into your life if your identity of self-love and love of others is at this level. Along with the broken records, along with the painful memories, along with the I don't understand why it's always like this. Because you have to break the pattern of what you have always known and how you have always been, and your perception of your worth and value, in order to raise your vibration, because you're going to start expecting better for yourself. You're going to start being more yourself, right? What is it to be more yourself? Is to be happy every single day, to feel at peace with the balance of the world, to feel at peace with your role in this life as a parent, as a employee, to feel at peace with everything. So we're just relaxing even more now. I'm still looking at this baggage. It sort of makes me think of having a computer that are full of photos of newborn babies and first birthdays and second, third, and fourth birthdays and holidays and all the days in between, wanting to capture every single moment, so when I forget down the road, I'll still be able to remember through these pictures. But I realize that it's not about possessing the photos or the computer with the photos on it. It's about realizing I have everything I need right inside of here. An acceptance of the balance of all things. They're wanting me to let go of everything I've ever known as my identity. We're going to erase my identity. If your identity was wiped out, if you woke up tomorrow, total amnesia, you don't know your name, you don't know who you are, you don't remember your parents, you don't know who your friends or family are, you don't know where you work, you don't have a clue who you are, how would you spend the rest of your life? They smile and say, we know. Most people with amnesia are trying to figure out who they are. Well, haven't you been trying to figure out who you are your whole life? What version of amnesia do you have if you don't actually have amnesia? Wanting to know the journey of your soul, the planet of your birth, your galactic family, wanting to know your past lives, wanting to astral travel, wanting to connect with your twin flame, wanting to be in oneness with your higher self and higher wisdom, but you don't remember anything. So you build a life based on what your parents do or your friends do or your workmates do. Your identity is entirely based on the world around you, society, and your upbringing. So if all of that was erased and you started out fresh and new, what would you do? You would spend the rest of your life trying to discover who you are. What would you do with the time as you're trying to discover who you are? What would you do with your time? Would you want to make friends along the way? Would you want to try to learn how to play tennis or chess? Would you want to see what it's like in another country? Would you want to go shopping? Walmart is totally new to you. A car dealership, you've never seen one before. Suddenly the world has spice because it feels new, because you're discovering yourself in a totally new way. Now suddenly it's okay to let go of everything that ever was, because there's something charming about starting over again. There's so many conversations going on about timelines and reincarnation and starting over again and the rebirth of an identity multiple times in a single lifetime. Talking about human beings who are stuck and feeling disoriented, knowing they need to make changes but don't have the strength to make them because you're still holding on to your belongings. You're still holding on to your emotions and your identity and your fears. and your thoughts and your broken record that you've always ever known, and that is your perception of love. That is not what love is about anymore. Love is about giving back to yourself, not selfishly giving to yourself over and over, expecting others to just give to you, waiting on you hand and foot like you're a queen or a king. But being kind to yourself, because you are so kind to others that you deserve it. But they deserve it too. And starting to realize that support is a beautiful thing because it develops friendships. It teaches you about yourself through the eyes of another. It teaches you that you're not the only one in the world. It gives you a chance to make a difference in another person's life, which is making a difference in your own life. They keep showing me what is a chalkboard full of so much chalk, so much writing, I can't even make it out, and they're just taking this eraser and we're just starting with a fresh slate. There's nothing else to see. We've done it. It's over now. You've completed the lesson. They're taking what is a chalkboard on 2 posts and they're flipping it. So now we see a blank chalkboard like it's a brand new page in a book. They're saying, we're starting over again. Now that you are starting over again, how are you going to start fresh and new? What are you going to do with your life now? Because the broken record is gone. All that you have ever known, we're just letting it go. They're not saying erase your children or erase these parts of your life. They're simply saying it's time to start assessing yourself with a new identity and a new perspective, a new skip, a new walk, a new way of approaching life. You're not going to choose to be stuck in the mud anymore because you're going to start choosing to follow your heart, and your heart is going to help you get out of that. They're showing me again a person in the hospital with amnesia. Before this moment, before this day, they were in the biggest pickle of their life. They're showing me all type. There's courts involved. There's financial strife involved. There's time off of work that they don't have. There's kids that are sad. There's all of this stress. There's so much stress. It feels like every day is an alarm clock screaming in their head, and they keep putting it on snooze and snooze and snooze and snooze and expecting it to go away. But the alarm clock keeps getting louder and louder and louder until they completely break. This person now has amnesia and has no idea that what yesterday was all about. They have no relationship with stress. They have no relationship with financial terror or nightmare. They have no relationship with the job that they've been working for 15 years and the struggle to get time off. They have no idea about any of this stuff. They keep showing you and allowing me to feel what is the essence of letting go. Why don't you have the freedom to just let go and know that there is an alternative way through peace, through love, through acceptance, through gratitude, but choosing a brighter path, choosing a pathway full of love that is welcoming you, is simply asking you to let the baggage go. Because the only true pathway to love is when you are not in stress and misery and sorrow and depression and anger and hatred and thoughts screaming in your head that never go away, and constantly kicking yourself in the rear that you did this to yourself, that you can't get out of this and nobody is there to help you, and you feel like you're being smashed under the butt of an elephant. They say you don't have to choose to feel that weight. That is an illusion. And the illusion is gone. They show me the weight was in a big balloon that they just popped, and it's not there anymore. They say, yes, it really is that easy. Yes, it really is this easy. If the mind tells you it's not this easy, you need to turn the mind off and ask your heart, why is it Abby is saying it is this easy? I feel like it is not this easy in here. But I'm actually going to stop listening here. And heart, I welcome you to tell me something, because I need this right now. Heart is going to flutter. Heart is going to open its eyes and say, wow, you're taking the time to acknowledge I'm a part of your body, that I am a mind of my own, that I can actually help you. The heart is breathing. The heart is feeling. The heart is giving you a long hug and saying, hey, we can get through this together. You have to trust me. Please let me hold you for a while. And the heart grows arms, and it starts to step out of your body as a totally new version of yourself, what would be your higher self. Your higher self stands before you and gives you a hug and says thank you for finally choosing to hear, for finally choosing to choose the heart. This heart reflection of you gives you a long hug and even cries in gratitude, and fills you with love and patience and peacefulness, and says, it is time for us to enjoy life now. And yes, I will help you. But today, I want you to know it's okay to put all of this on the side, out of your mind, out of your body, out of the expectations, out of the hamster wheel. I want you to just take a deep breath, go outside in nature, wind down, give yourself a gift of love. This is my gift to you today. Through peacefulness, through patience, through self-love, we will let go of everything else that is not a reflection of what love is all about. Now suddenly you discover you're on the other side of the door, and it really wasn't that hard. All you had to do was choose to open up to your heart. Choose to take a deep breath. Choose to say it is time. My spirit guides, higher self, show me this baggage is full of all of the negative energy. You can't take negative energy with you. Not on this trip. They say you still have a computer full of memories. Or if those memories have somehow been lost, you still have the memories in here and through the love and the connection of your soul. And that is what love is all about too, and it's okay to let that go as well. Because on the other side of this door is happiness. And when you have more room for happiness, you are happier. But negative energy becomes a closet full of negative energy, and now where's the room for love? But you are not a closet full of negative energy, you left it at the door. You are an empty closet, which means you are a closet ready to be filled with love. And now suddenly you are full of love. And now suddenly you are feeling and seeing and experiencing love is the only thing that is real. The light is taking me, taking you, taking the collective consciousness upward. And we feel like we're in an elevator going up, up, up and away. And there's no stopping. And we're not afraid of heights. And it's just really healing. And it's full of laughter. It's full of like hysteria even, that it could feel this good. It feels like the first time you get a massage in like 5 years and you wonder why you didn't do this sooner. It feels like that. It feels like a joke. Because life can be so happy, so hysterically happy. And why was I holding on to all of that ridiculous baggage and negative energy, just holding on to it for no reason? I thought it was real. I thought it was important. I got lost. I just got totally lost in it. I'm not lost anymore. My heart is open. My higher self is speaking to me through love. And when I notice myself feeling like I'm getting wound up in the broken record, I stop the broken record right here. And I open my heart and I say, Heart, what would you like me to do? I'm getting caught up in the broken record and I'm choosing to listen to you again. Suddenly the heart smiles and a form, much like your own, steps out. And you see a smiling face say thank you again for choosing to choose the heart. Giving you a long hug and saying exactly what they said the last time. You got wrapped up in it again, it's okay. It's time to take a deep breath. It's time to take a walk out in nature. Time to sit down even for a little bit in nature. Just collect yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself a little love, and now feel a disconnection from all of that other energy. In this time, you start to discover there are other answers inside your heart, answers that you had heard but you had ignored, encouraging you to try things differently, but you said, I can't do it right now, I'm too overwhelmed by my life. But for some reason out here in nature on this walk and in this peaceful moment, it seems like you can do it. And it feels like the right thing to do, even if it seems extreme or random or different. It's time. They show me again the chalkboard, and they're talking about the collective consciousness. They're talking about the bigger picture of the human race. And we're all in this together. A lot of us feel like a scrabble and confusion and lost, but that is here. And we're transitioning from mind-centered reality to heart-centered. Chaos-centered, feeling disconnected from the higher self, from the higher frequencies, from the soul journey, etc., because we're stuck in our minds with our ego. The transition, the ascension of the human race, the crackle is our evolution. We're letting go of the ego. We're letting go of the mind. As a human race, as a collective consciousness, we are starting to become heart-centered people, love-centered people. And when we start working with the heart, everybody wins. Our relationships, our loved ones, our children, our jobs, because we're choosing to honor our heart, honor what is best for ourselves, which is also best for others, not in a selfish way, but in an honest way. And helping our kids understand that choosing the heart is much better than choosing the mind, and that everything works out for the best when we follow our hearts. Now suddenly again we are opening our eyes and realizing we're on the other side of the door, and the bliss is right here. It is all around us. We're starting to discover we are a suitcase, and we can fill our suitcase with negativity, or we can fill our suitcase with love. If you really want your life to change for the better, you have to fill your suitcase with love. Otherwise, you're walking through each and every day with a suitcase full of resentment, anger, confusion, lost, all these influences that the mind and the ego help us to experience regularly. It's not the truth. Again, if you start to feel lost and confused as your identity, as your normal, then turn this off. That's your broken record that you need to turn off, because you're not lost and you're not confused. That's an illusion. That's a manipulation of the mind. Nobody is lost or confused ever. That is here. That is the birthplace of lost and confused, right here. It's perception. You're lost in your perception. You need enlightenment. The only way to get true enlightenment is to stop the mind, take a deep breath, and ask the heart. All you have to do, anybody can do this, is simply ask the heart. Literally focus your attention. I'm going to try to see inside my heart. I'm going to feel what my heart feels. I'm going to open my heart. Heart, I feel lost and confused. What do you feel right now? Heart is going to say, allow me to digest the feelings of lost and confused and transform that negative energy into positive energy. Much like a tree digesting pollution and turning it into air. The heart does this too. The more you work with the heart every day, several times a day if you need to, if it's that crazy, you got to constantly keep thinking about turning it off and connecting with the heart. You're going to notice abundance manifesting in your life, because the heart is about love, and love is about abundance and freedom and peace of mind and gratitude and reverence. That is what the heart gives you. The mind gives manipulating others for the benefit of self. The mind gives working out at the gym 5 times a day and hurting the body to the point that you need to go see a physical therapist, and you're still not skinny enough, you're still not muscular enough, you're still not... The mind does messed up things like this. The mind tells you can't be psychic unless you do a fruit diet or become a breatharian. The mind tells you things like this. The heart tells you you have everything you need right here, and it's love, and it's your soul, it's your higher self, and you need to start learning how to work with this brain instead of this one. And you are, because collective consciousness is starting to choose that for itself, which is why I'm making this video right now. So, this video is to get you on board the collective consciousness bandwagon, to choose the heart brain instead of this brain. This brain we've been using for thousands of years, and we use this one sometimes, but this one needs to be our primary source of information, which is enlightenment, wisdom, and healing, and is full of love. So, that's the message for today. All right, that's all I'm going to share. Thank you for watching my video. If you're interested in connecting with me for a psychic session, please visit me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day.